Hello, YouTube. We start a new immersion in English. So today I will guide the Camila immersion, okay, because she have a problem. So today we'll talk about let me see here, ownership, what what it is and strategies to promote an attitude. Let me get the questions. So before we start, I will do a quick introduce how Tinti works. So Tinti is a platform to develop your language skills and achieve fluency. Within the platform, you have English, Spanish, French, Italian, Mandarin, and soon German. So our philosophy is don't correct the others, be respectful, and the main point here is to practice your speaking and have fun. So here's a safe place to practice. Just enjoy the conversation and meet new people. So remember, I'm not English teacher. I'm just a student facilitator in search of my fluency in the language, just like you. So here is just me and Camila. So I will introduce myself. My name is Swellen. I'm 28 years old. I live in a small city with my family in Rio de Janeiro. Let me see more. I will say a different thing. I'm a French studying, I think. Okay, I don't know because my mind is a mess because I'm guiding a conversation since 9 a.m. So my mind is crazy, but I like to study language, so I study English, improve my English, and I start to study French. And the French for me is a challenge because I can't maintain constancy, and is a long process for me. Yeah, I think that's about me. So Camila, talk about you.
Hello again. I'm Camila. I am 32 years old. I live in Aracaju, Sergipe since I born. um, I am graduated in digital design and I work with this role. So I am pro design currently. Um, I like to in my free time to watch a series and television show in general. Today it's a great day because the series my favorite series have another episode. So I don't know you told about this series. It's a horror series. The name is From. So it is season 3 now. So it's the end of the season. So it's a great episode. So I'm very anxious for this. I watching the end of day the, today, the night of the today.
Is it
And
all
my
three?
yes, it's
Oh my God.
so
And you watch in the end of night?
yes, yes.
Okay.
It's my favorite style of movie and series. I really
Mhm.
like this type. Okay, it's stranger because have the more part of this person have fears of horror movies, but I really like. Um, I like to do that. I forgot to tell. I do Pilates too, so
Mhm.
I do two times per week. So it's important for my back pain. So it's really helpful. And my favorite sport is swimming. I guess Camila, it's back.
Yeah, I don't know. Hello, Camila. I don't know if she can talk. Yeah, I think she can. Camila? I don't know if she is hurting us, but I will send a message for her. She's talking on cell phone. I don't know if she's know about that open the Zoom and we can see she. But okay. So um, let's go. Start with the first question. So Camila, what do you think are the key benefits of adopting an ownership attitude in the workplace?
So I guess this is ownership attitude. It's something I don't have in beginnings of my career because that I lost some opportunity of change my job in the past. So I guess it was necessary to go to the therapy to enter in the therapy for I development this instinct of ownership no owner attitude because I guess the most important for owner attitude in the work, for example, it's your communication. So I guess I developed hard my communication because I am introspective people.
Mhm.
So I guess the work is responsible to improve that. So I guess the ownership it's owner attitude. It's something you take with the spend our time in work because I guess ownership it's no you think oh I tend to I have this, but it's something you build it with past your time. So now I guess I have, but sometimes I have fears of my own attitude, right? So I guess I may still learn about my own attitude, but I guess I got now I have one. And the past, I don't have anything about one attitude because I have shy people, and I guess it's important to be quiet. But now I understand I need to communicate to win things, to win discussion, to win opportunities. So I guess the benefits about opportunities and the possibility to grow in your own career, I guess.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. When I see you, I don't see a shy person. I see people that can talk with anyone and share your ideas, because you talk so well, and you talk so well, you can express your feelings so well. So I don't think you are shy people or introvert people. And for a long time, I was like you said, not oh my God, how can I say? Eu acabei de dizer. I forgot. Uh,
Introvert?
yeah, introvert people. I was saying introspective, but I introvert people when I was a child, but just with people that I don't know, I don't have how can I say that? I don't have a feeling, I don't have contact, much contact. So I used to be a shy person, but with my family, I always was the person that talk about everything, about the time, the weather, everything. And here my home, me and my father is like that way, that talk about everything. And my young brother and my mother don't talk so much. And sometimes they just say to me, Swelly, stop to talking. You talk so much. And for me, it's my way, it's my way to share my feeling, share the things that happen inside of me. And the way that I find to put it out is talking, and I talk all the time. And I talk alone as well. And my young brother said, "You're crazy, you talk alone, you talk by yourself." And for me, it's a way to put out the things that I feeling. So when you said about the when you agree that you when you have to talk to maybe to I don't know if this expression is right, but to send no, to sell you. I don't know, to vender você, in maybe in an internship or maybe in another way, because I think in the past, in the nowadays, it's all the thing, it's how to you say say yourself. Because if you talk with a people like adult, you talk about you, about the things that you like, things that you it's important to you, and you send you for your other people. Send no, sorry, you say you to other people, because if you people like you, okay, you have a chance and a good conversation, maybe about job or about other thing. And it's the same thing in an interview. You talk about you, and if your interviewer like you pass in the process. So I think the relationship nowadays is it's like a sale. I don't know if you're right that I say, mas tipo, as relações hoje em dia são vendas, that you do about yourself. I think that's it. So let's go to the number two. In your opinion, how does taking ownership influence an employee's performance and job satisfaction? Satisfaction.
I guess it's not fair, but it's true. Sometimes it's not the talent people have the great salary because it's about to sell yourself when you say, because I guess it's about politics in the company. So if you have a great owner attitude, you can communicate clearly. You have a, I don't know this in English, persuasão.
Mm-hmm.
But you do,
Exactly.
if you have this, I guess it's a great opportunity to grow in the career without talent, because I guess it's not fair, but I know, and I have some boss very I don't know say this, but it's out brain in
Mm-hmm.
resume. Very lazy people, and they don't have any communication with the employees, but I have great communication to sell and the reunions with the people really important in the company.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess in this case, it's not fair sometimes, but it's the way the industry works. So I guess
Yeah.
the only attitude it's important to grow in the career in general, I
Mm-hmm.
guess.
Yeah, and talking about this question, I yesterday I was in event named HR Summit here in my region, and was so good because I don't know, a speaker, I think que é o palestrante, talk about take a risk in the job, because a lot of people have afraid to take a risk in the job, and have afraid to see, okay, I made a mistake. I make a mistake in this task, and share their problems with the job, and share some feeling they having in the process to in a project or maybe in the task. And this opened my mind, because I really do analyze. I really do a analysis about my trajectory. I don't know how to say that. My trajetória, and I have afraid of taking risk about something, because I have afraid to get hired or fired. I don't remember. Tipo, ser demitido. And for me,
Pirate.
fired. Yeah, thank you. So don't get fired because when we take risk, because in the past I have some boss they don't understand the how I do the task and how I why I choose that way to do the task and just know about just know about not just want to screen with me, to screen for me and said, oh my god, you don't have to do it, you don't had to do it. And when this happened for a long time, you pass to take afraid to pass to have afraid to take risk in some task in your job because they have afraid to get fired, because this situation, because this experience that you have in the past. And about this question, sometimes this influence in your performance and in your job satisfaction because you don't put um, all I don't know how to explain that. You don't put all of you, in this job, in this your project because you have afraid to take risk. That's it. I don't know if you understand what that means, but I can express it well. So let's go to the number three. Have you ever worked in an environment where employees demonstrate a strong sense of ownership? How did you affect the team?
Yes, I'm in my current work, and the leader it's very ownership. So you have very understand about the project, and we have a doubt. He's always have a answer for without. So I guess the first time I have a owner very prepared for this role
Mhm.
because in the past I have unprepared people all my career. So because that I changed my career and my position in the companies because I guess it's very sad for working with people. It's not more great of you, because I
Mhm.
guess it's a way to not grow with skills, these things. So I guess it's important to have a great leader for your development, so your personal development in the company in general. So I guess it's a was a problem, and I guess my career was freezing when I stay in this company very with owner problematic owners. I
Mhm.
guess it's a problem for with all careers in general.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I couldn't agree more with you because it's a annoying environment when you have to deal with these people because okay, it's good when you have a sense of ownership in a oh my God, in a environment that you are working. But when this skill, let's put in that way, when this skill is so strong and you don't listen your colleagues work, it's a bad thing because I'm a good listener. I'm empathic, so when I am in a team, I like to listen everyone, every opinions. I like to put myself in other place, to see in that perspective. But sometimes for me, it's very annoying when having one people in the same way like me. It's not in the same way as, with a competition, but like I'm have a sense of ownership. So I like to guide. I like to leader something. And when have the same people in the the same team with me, and we like I don't know how to explain that, Nick, mas tipo, a gente meio que bate de frente, with ideas, with thoughts and things like that. for me it's very annoying. I don't like it because okay, I know when I have to ceder, you know, these things, but when the people don't know how to do the same thing, for me is the bad thing. For me, I stay so angry with this, and the relationship with the colleagues pass through, I think, to be the worst thing, you know, because when people don't said, não cede her opinion or his opinion and thoughts, for me is the best thing because I think everyone have to give their opinion, but they have to listen as well. So it's strange when this happened because I don't like it, and I don't agree with this, you know. So sometimes we have to. I was search for it. How can I say ceder in English? Okay, let's go to the number four. So, Camila, why do you think some employees are more inclined to take ownership of their work than others?
I guess it's about the profile. I guess profile for perfil.
Mm-hmm. I think.
Sometimes the people choose this position. Sometimes the profile it's not great for this, but um, some employers decide, okay, you owner now, take this team. So I guess in this case it's a mess because sometimes the employee don't have capability capacidade. I guess it's this for these responsibilities. So I guess in this case it's very a mess. And I guess in the more part of company this happening because when in sometimes in the last company I work, my leader said, okay, why you think to start your coordination? So it's a busy thing and I don't prepare for this, but I don't prepare because I hope to left the company in the past. So because that I say no, I not prepared for this because I guess when you have not sure about the time you can stay in the company, it's a very risk to take this responsibility for your own management.
Mm.
So I guess in this case, it's two things happening. Sometimes the people choose this and use their own attitude to take this local in the company, but in most part of time I guess the people have to deliver this because the employee said you need to become a owner. So I guess it's about fears of missing or yeah, get fired sometimes
Yeah.
because that I guess it's necessary to train for become a owner, but I guess it's not happening in Brazil, for example.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think here in Brazil it's difficult to think in that way because the most of companies may I don't know how to say that meio que ameaça you know, and it's difficult to take risk because that when if you do something wrong, maybe you feel fear of get fired and maybe get a suspicion. I don't know how to say that, suspensão or things like that about your job, you know. And it's difficult because when you work, you have to improve and get some I don't know, it's not aspiration. I think tipo crescer na empresa. You grow up in the company, and when you get something wrong, you you feel fear of maybe ser rebaixado, you know. or maybe get fired, something like that. So it's very difficult to deal with this feeling. And like you said, I think people have people that are inclined to mm, to take ownership. It's because they already have the profile in this way, and okay, this is trained to you can train it this skill to to do in your job, but it's very, I don't know how to say that. It's very it's a challenge because when people have afraid and the past experience, you don't take so much risk in your job because you have experience in the past, about this situation. But you can train to take it. And if you feel comfortable in your company, a new company, or maybe company that you already work for a time, you can take this risk, to take the ownership. But it depends. I think it depends so much of the profile and the company. That's it. So let's go to the number 5. How do you feel about the idea that ownership can lead to more proactive problem solving?
I guess it's true this because I guess when you have owner attitudes, ownership of your problems, you can see ways to solve these more faster, I guess. Because in the company in general, you can solve something alone. You need the team, you need your dupla, I don't know,
Mhm.
for resolve some problems. So I guess the principal thing the ownership have or need it's the communication, because when you need to solve the problem and you need to tell something to help it to fix this, you need to take clear communication for that. So I guess it's the main point, it's communication for solve problems and grow in the career, because that I have very I pay attention about my communication and in Portuguese for now, but sometimes in English. I hope so in the future, very close. But I guess it's important, because if you don't have the correct way to communicate for a leader or manager about a problem you need to fix it, it can spell suar, não sei. I spell it.
Where, I think.
Não, swear. Não, soar no, o som,
Uh-huh.
tipo, soar ruim. Speller
I
not,
don't know.
I don't know.
Mhm.
But it's no a great way, because when you have a problem, you need to communicate like the correct way. Because I guess if you communicate the wrong way, it's a problem for you, not about the problem or at all, but it's about your communication. So the manager could be think it's able to handle this. So it's a very danger, the communication in the companies, I guess, because that I guess for solving problems, you need to communication. And I guess if the people have ownership, this is could be better for solve problems, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think when you are how can I say that? When you are more proactive to resolve the problem and to do the things, okay, it's good to you. But at the same time, I think you have the two sides. Is a good and at the same time is bad. So you have to have the middle term, in this situation because okay, you can like you said, you can talk with you have to know how to talk with leader and the high position and the last position as well because I think everyone needs respect, but is I don't know how to say that in English. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so let's go to the number 6. So, can you share an experience where taking a ownership of a task or project leads to a positive outcome?
Um, Let me see. I guess in the my currently project, because I work here for a consultant, so you have many projects in the same time. So I guess in the last project, I have some ideas about the product and I try to deliver the idea and talk directly for the client. So the client said okay, and I start to develop it by my own. But my leader, it's agree for this. So I guess it's important to communication ideas. And in my case, it's important for the business of my client. So I guess I use the communication for advise some change I could do that for better for the client. It's important. I guess that's it. I don't know. I answered correct.
Okay, yes, I think so. But I don't have the experience, so I don't share my experience about it. So let's go to the number 7. So what are your thoughts on the role of company culture in fostering an ownership mindset among employees? Employees, I think.
Don't know fostering is mean.
I don't know as well, but I think it is like how do you can promote your role, your culture, company culture whole in the mindset among employees. Do you understand?
Oh, okay. Okay, now I understand. Um, I guess it's about examples. So when I start a new job, I need to interpretar, I don't know what this in English,
Mm-hmm.
the mode of the people's act for solving problems, for example. So the way to communicate with the client, the way they meets work or works, no. The meet it funciona.
I think it works.
It works, yeah. Because I guess it's important to reproduce the culture because when I say in my case, I work for a company, but I'm based in the client. So I need to understand I company I work and the company I base it. So I guess it's important to I very observadora people.
Mhm.
I like to look the people and understand the correct way to act. To understand the client is very important because I know the clients like to attention, huge attention. So you need to talk clearly with the client, explain the ideas because I am design, so I need to explain my design all the time. So I guess this is important to understand the culture and the value of the company because when you have doesn't agree with the value of company, I guess it's a danger for you you continue in this company because you don't have the same culture and the same and thinks about the culture of the company, I guess it's the motivation for you move, or the company say goodbye and fire
Mhm.
you.
Yeah, and because that, I think it's very important to see the mission, the values, and the things before you apply to a position that open in a company. Because when you don't match with the the company, you don't have to apply for this company. Even if the position is good for you, if the even if that position is that all the things that you have to do, you know how to do, and is good for you, the salary, the things, but you have to do if the values, the mission, the culture of the company is match with your values, with your if your company, your if your values, if your thoughts about that you want in the future. Because if not, you don't have to apply with this position, because in the future you will have the problem with these things, because if in the company people don't have a strong thing about the sustainability, and you are a person that like sustainability, work with this, or maybe study about it, and in the company don't have, you don't have to apply with with to position for this company, because it's totally opposite that you want, and that you want in the future. So I think it's important to search for the culture, to maybe ask for people that work there, how was the culture, because it's very complicated to enter, to pass in the process, in the interview, and you start to work. Okay, in the first time, the first month or maybe 2 months is good for you, but in the process, in the pass of the month, stay so strong to deal with the culture, with the people that work there, so it's very different. I and sometimes you don't have the opportunity to ask for the mission, because maybe you have to pay your accounts, you have to pay your bills, sorry, you have to pay your bills, and you don't have a support when you have to get to ask at the mission, and you have to stay there, and sometimes you take a burnout or anxious, anxiety, depression, because that. So I think every people have to search for it before to apply a position in every company. This happened with me when I start a dual internship in a company. So I'm very excited to start, and I don't search for a company how people do the things there. And I stayed there for 4 months, and happened one thing that I don't like it, and it was so hard to deal with this. And I asked for the mission because my values don't match with their values, so I prefer to take care of me, I choose me, because I choose myself, because I don't, in the future, I don't maybe get a depression or a high anxiety, or maybe a burnout. So I ask for admission because I don't agree with a lot of things there. So I ask for admission because that. So let's go to the number 8. So, do you believe that empowering employees to make decisions can enhance their sense of ownership? Why or why not?
I don't remember the enhance is mean again.
Enhance. I think it's take. It's like a take. Let me see. Enhance. Yeah, I don't remember as well. Let me see. It's like improve.
Okay. Um, I guess the most important actually for me, it's the non uh, companies that don't have micromanagement,
Mhm.
because I work all my life in on-site business. So I go to the office, these things, and now I change for fully remotely. And I guess in this case, it's no exist possibility to have a micro management all the time, because we work remotely. It's insane to do that, but I know about some friends, some companies have this. So I guess it's very sad, because you have a remotely job. You need to have more auto-managing than micromanagement, because I guess when you have your own attitude, you can say and know about your task and do your task. You don't need to your owner said, "Oh, Camila, you need to do that. You have a that deadline very short. You can do that today. These things." I guess it's so boring, so stressful. So I guess in this case, I don't know why you answered.
Yeah, I think
Make
yes.
decisions can
So.
enhance their sense of ownership. I guess because this it's important to take this sense of ownership by
Mm-hmm.
yourself, because you can management your time and your task. You don't need your manager said you need to do that all the time. So I guess it's important for the culture of and company, and for your health, so mental health.
Yeah, and I think I agree with you. And I think when you work remotely, it's very difficult to make decision because mainly when you are a new in the company, because you have to stay on supervision, I think, supervisão, and you don't make decision, you don't take risk with your job, So I think it's very strong, very annoying when this happened. But I know, I think it's the process, and after that you make it. You can take your decision, you can improve your work. But for me, it's very difficult when the we work remotely and you don't can't do your the things your job like you want to do, because you have to ask for someone, oh, I can do it, or maybe so for me it's very annoying, and I hate it. But I know it's a process, and the yeah, I think that's it. So Camila, I think we can answer one more question. You want to answer some questions? Choose
Okay,
one.
I'm choose
Yeah.
uh uh 30, I
Okay.
guess. In your opinion, what are the biggest challenge in cultivating an ownership mindset in the workplace? I guess it's to improve yourself in this, because sometimes you have doubt about your think, and that you know about your skills and work. It's a problem, because sometimes we have a voice, this imposter syndrome, I guess,
Mhm.
this way. So we don't have we need to handle it with this, but sometimes it happens. It's normal. When I started this job, it was all the time the voice. You can do that. You can do that. But you go and you done this. But I guess it's a fears of changes. I guess, and then you have this ownership mindset. But I guess it's not happening the quickly way. But it's about the I forgot the word. It's about the your experience of work. It's step by step. You have your ownership and owner attitudes in the work. I guess that is it in resume.
Yeah, I I agree with you. I think it is very difficult. It's a challenge. I think in take a risk and take a ownership mindset in the workplace because like you said, the syndrome impostor, I think imposter syndrome is very difficult. In my case, I all the time I listen this voice, the imposter syndrome, and the most of time I don't take a risk because I feel I'm not able to do the things, and I know I'm able to do, but this voice inter interfere, I don't know how to say that in English, interfere in my things. So and all the time give I give eu dou voz para essa voice, you know? So for me it's very difficult. It's a challenge. For me it's a challenge to cultivate this ownership mindset, but I try little by little, but for me it's very very difficult. I know it's very difficult when I'm new in the company. When I know I have a lot of time in a company and I know the people and I have intimidade to talk to do the things, I feel more relaxed, you know. But when I'm new in the workplace, I can't do it. I can't show my potential, you know, at the beginning. I can't do it. But with the month, I can show it. But it's very difficult to deal because some companies give it to you 3 months of experience, you know, and you can't show your really capacidade, you know, and things like that. So it's very difficult because when people when workplace do it, when company do it, I think that's it. Camila, I think you don't have more time to answer the questions, so I really appreciate this time with you, and I would like to thank you to attend the immersion, this Camila immersion, and she couldn't be here, but I think this time was really good to share these insights and this topic with you. So I think that's it. You would like to say something?
No, no, that's it. And have a great Sunday.